we were. Hit up the Johnson residence. And there, guy lives there is a freak. So what we're gonna do is go to the general store. What the fuck? Taping broken glass up, obviously a professional break-in. Whoa, a professional. He's too busy working to notice you. Alright. Can I make it his fucking business then, or what? Phallic symbol thrusting boldly upwards from the concrete, hair ready to spew forth. Oh, the fire hydrant? The neon letters drawn relentlessly, eternally frozen at 4:05. Yum, creamed asparagus tips. 2 for 49 cents? That's crazy. That's crazy. Harvest bake sale this Friday in the school gym. Tired air conditioner wheezes in the unseasonal heat. We're going in. Jesus. Barrels. Empty barrels that smell like pickles. Dead roaches and bits of arid grit, cooked water, coolers, bones, dry reservoir. Oh, can't click that barrel. Free copies made here. Period. Fuck with it. The shelf contains a variety of odd items for sale. Some beans up there, maybe? Watching that bullshit cowboy show, a shoddy old TV missing the VHF knob. I don't know what a VHF knob is. Empty meat box. Projector.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store. So who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Gein Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things
What
these days.
the fuck?
My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious. I need some help.
Serious bitch.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
The willies?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today?
Do I got money? Does it look like I have money, bitch?
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
What? Examine the adult magazine. Examine the tape. Coffee cans. Examine the soup cans. Coffee cans. Examine the wrench. I might need a wrench. Adult magazine for 25 cents. You can pay me spell before you can buy anything. What? I can't just grab that shit. Okay, well then how do I pay the bitch?
Hello, Steve. Care to buy? Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
I'm pointing. Okay, well. The cow is bleeding. A robust coffee on these Harvest Blend coffee can labels. Alright. Well, looks like I'm getting the fuck out of here. Thanks for nothing, bitch. We'll hit up the post office. Mr. Pastoroli forgot to put out the paper for Jimmy. Shit. Jimmy does not fuck around. Alright. Examine the woman. A blind woman is trying to read her mail. It's crazy. Hardly used. Harvest Dead Center. Bake sale, bake sale. Yeah, bake some fucking edibles.
Yes?
I need some help. Mr.
Jesus.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today?
I like a lodge application.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right
What the
now.
fuck?
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the
know you
button,
fucking
regular as
lying, bro.
clockwork. Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's
What a
very important that I get in
useless
quickly.
motherfucker.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
Bye.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Fuck. I'm really shit out of luck. Well. Just walk in traffic, I guess. Let's go to the barber shop. See what's popping at the barber shop. Maybe get myself a fresh fade for my wedding. What the fuck? Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. What the fuck is that? An unfortunate extraterrestrial who journeyed hundreds of light years to wind up mounted on a barber's wall. It takes a true sportsman to hunt down those dangerous cows. Real? Anzi Barber's pulls secured to the wall with straight slot screws. There's a couple of fellas here. Colonel Buster Monroe flipping the bird from his B-17 cockpit. It's a picture of Mr. Pastorelli as a young buck. Clem Parsons took this rare photograph of an extraterrestrial. Extra? This is a motherfucker. Picture of a young Mr. Pastorelli, spaghetti on his mouth and all. Oh, is that him, Mr. Pastorelli? Mr. Swell and Mr. Parson. I guess we'll talk to him first. Not understanding English, alright.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding.
Aluminum
Keeps it
siding.
warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
Well, what's up with the sheep?
Can't understand why Pastorelli keeps that nasty thing in here. Must remind him of the pastures in Italy. Kinda like why I keep wrenches under my pillow, so's I can dream about plumbing. Pastorelli's a rube
Alright.
from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed
keep a
up with the
Glock under
alarm
my
system
pillow.
in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen.
Listen, I can't fucking understand your ass.
Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber.
Bro.
Now, there's a
Man's
business
about his
that
hustle.
never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet.
Real?
Nice to
Alright.
see you again, Steve.
Yeah, fuck off.
Hello there, youngster. You say them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clam?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry.
Pole.
Why, that barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass
Yeah,
with
the
some
trees
bulbs
over
stuck up in it.
kinda
Cuddy
slow
thinks it's
as
the
well.
be-all, end-all.
I'm really seeing it for a
Install
second.
that alarm
Should've probably
system
seen
just to
it for
protect
like half
it.
a second.
Oh, who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clam?
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens
Don't be
give
ignorant,
a
them aliens
fig
got a
for
name.
no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole?
Drink some
Crazy head
Coca-Cola.
don't know nothing about science.
Tell me about these
Well,
fucking
son,
aliens.
the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human. So you gotta be extra careful
Real.
building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens.
Aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien,
Alien hunting.
you
Alien
never
hunting.
go back to quail. What? You think you can get one of those at a swap meet? Line your
That's
blind with
crazy.
lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clam? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Shut the
Oh, they
fuck
do their
up,
crop
Pete.
doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot.
Let's look at this alarm system.
Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough.
Alrighty.
Anytime, Steve.
Well. Yeah, my little brother had a good idea also. He said I should make multiple saves, but I feel like I haven't really done much also, so. But what I'm about to do. Psh, get fucking smoked, buddy. Well. Jesus, I'm strong as shit. How did that other guy survive such a fucking beating and these guys didn't? Oh, see you later.
What were you thinking? Attacking...
Yeah, there's no like... Okay. That guy is killed, whatever, yada yada. Of course it did. Of course it did. Seems like we've done all like we can. But aliens, I want to do some alien hunting. Before we do that, I guess we don't really have to save. What I'm gonna do punch this blind lady. Can I punch this guy? Yeah, and that bitch didn't see shit. Can I take his shit now? I can't grab shit. I should be able to like take the master copy or whatever. Can I just leave? That got me again. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this right now so we don't have to go through all that bullshit. Alright, well, apparently the blind lady called the police on me. We're going to the missile base. What the aircraft appear to be well maintained. Nuclear missiles. This base is well stocked with missiles. Examine the fence. An electrified chain link fence surrounds the base. Oddly enough, this guard booth is the only building on the base. Real? What's in my inventory? Oh, all I have is a quarter. No wonder I couldn't get shit. So homie has no legs.
Who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This is section
Steve
21.
Rogers.
Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are
Real?
nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right
These are
they are.
nuclear blissels.
Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along
For
with
real?
the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This
Well.
is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2. When I got my lower torso shot off in the war.
Cool.
Those pennywaists in Washington
Jesus.
wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this
Really?
nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
Right, that's a lot of to like break down.
Why are you asking about the button, son?
I'm just a little nervous about it. I mean, suppose an accident happens.
Don't get your panties in a bunch, mister. The button is perfectly safe. I keep it on my person all the time.
That's hella funny.
No commie bastard is getting his mitts on this button. No siree, Bob. No one initiates a nuclear holocaust in Harvest except me. Now, doesn't that make you feel better?
Commie
Frankly,
bastard.
all these questions are making me a little suspicious of you. Maybe you're one of those pink-blooded Americans. Can you give me
What
any
does it mean,
reason
pink?
why I shouldn't shoot you right now?
You can't shoot me. I'm an American. I have rights.
Right, huh? Your average commie bastard is always only too ready to hide behind the Constitution. Real Americans waive their rights for the common good. Would you?
Hell no, I refuse to
Spoken
accept it.
like a true pinko.
Jesus. What the fuck? I mean, real? I mean, he's the one that started fucking shooting at me. What the fuck? Fucking asshole. Okay, maybe we can just go along with, like, his ruse. See if that gets us anywhere.
Oh,
That...
so you're the
Who are...
Colonel?
These...
Goddamn.
Well,
Say
then...
that's when I got those panty waist. That's why.
Emotional instability. Aliens?
Aside from your commie bastard, your alien from another planet is the greatest threat to our democratic way of life.
Some Helldiver
Did you
shit.
know that 90% of sightings occur within the area of military installations? Hell, I shoot at them whenever I see their ships fly over. But my bullets ping harmlessly off of their hulls.
Carrying.
I suspect those things operate out of a lodge, but just try to convince anyone in Harvest of that. I tell you, son, a nuclear holocaust would be preferable to a takeover by big-headed aliens from Pluto. Lucky for us,
Pluto.
I'll be making that call when the time comes.
Commie bastard. Let's try nuclear holocaust.
Son, when you've
first.
had your buddy shot in half, you know a thing or two about fear. You learn that when something actually happens, it's never as bad as you imagine it would be. Oh, sure, I can't write my name in the snow. I had to shell out a few simoleons for portable IV drips, colostomy bags, and so on. The pain is hardly what I'd call constant. I have my good days when I pass out completely. We're never asked to endure more than we're capable of handling, mister. Folks would die in a nuclear holocaust, but nobody'd die who wasn't going to die anyway, sooner or later. And the rest of us?
Alright.
Why, we'd take a little R&R at the old radiation bunker, climb out in 2 weeks, and go back to work, refreshed and ready to contribute as productive members of society again.
That's crazy.
Makes me wonder why I don't just push the button and take me a nice vacation. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't?
It's crazy. The responses are just too crazy, but I won't have to keep like fucking coming back over here. Fuck it.
All right, soldier. You talked me into it.
God damn it. Alright, alright. Well, at least we did most of the talking, so now we can kind of just like follow his ploy and then see how he gets off, I guess. More or less. He wants to keep shooting me in the fucking head. Psychopath.
So,
I think I can just spam through it all.
those
Emotional
Of
instability.
course, they wouldn't have given you the, but...
Of course not.
What did it say?
I don't know. I can't read German. Okay, yeah, you can't get shot in 2 equal but separate portions without feeling a little down. Who wouldn't? That doesn't mean I'm unbalanced.
Bro.
A little lighter maybe, but my balance is fine. Still, is it abnormal to harbor doubts late at night when your boots in the corner mock you? Is it sick to want to poke them in their eyelets and rip out their laughing tongues? Then you feel bad. and you invite them under the covers with you, but will they come? Oh no. Spit and polish. Trump.
Yeah, he's
a
crazy.
long way to Tipperary.
You say Trump?
Especially when you're waddling
yeah.
on your hands. Get some gloves, they say, in their high-pitched little voices, and snicker in the bootlocker, talking to my jockstrap behind my back. They all deserve a good nuclear holocaust.
You say before you came to harvest, your lower torso was shot off in the
That
war?
was crazy.
That's right.
We're just gonna keep
Behind
talking
enemy
about it,
lines.
honestly. What else
The
can
night
you
was
do?
dark. The rain wet. Plastique I was supposed to rig the bridge with, precariously sandwiched between my knees as I crawled in the muddy mud. I didn't
The
see
muddy
Jerry
mud.
taking aim at me with his machine gun until half of me was flying through the air. With a quick spray of bullets in a straight line, it shot my body clean in two. My lower body landed at that Jerry's feet.
I really don't give a fuck about this place.
I can still
Leaving
hear
this
him
motherfucker in
laughing
charge.
as I started crawling in the general direction of England, calling behind me in broken English. Mein Freund, where is your legs? Looky, what have we here? Some legs? Hey, did anyone lose some legs?
It's a pretty good impersonation.
I'll never forget looking back over my shoulder and seeing that crowd doing the can-can with my legs. Till a few weeks later, with only my compass and a pair of nylons, I made it back to safety.
Nylons.
Now the Krauts are our
Period.
friends and the commie bastards are our enemies.
They already know the
But even
homie.
so, there's at least one crowd out there that I'll never invite over to Sunday dinner.
Alright, let's see if we can get some on the harvest.
Harvest is a fine town, steeped in traditional American values. But that lodge, well, it makes me suspicious, don't mind saying it. They've got their fingers into everything around here. Like a certain red commie bastard menace which shall be nameless.
We're
You
gonna
read me wrong, mister. I think you should join the lodge, infiltrate it, and report back on any Red sympathizers. Your report could affect my decision on what I've got to do.
Alright. We'll do the commie bastard.
Frankly, all can you give right? You talk a good game, mister, but so does your average commie bastard. The Kremlin teaches its agents to talk their way out of a scrape. What do you think about that, son?
Oh no, this is a trick.
You should have watched more TV and read less Dostoevsky if you wanted to.
Oh my god. Fuck. Well, we're definitely not going back to Homeboy, I could tell you that much. Act like we never even talked to him. Alright. We're going to Shady Oaks Monetary. Fuck it, we're going to the lodge. We'll check the lodge out. Oh. Examine the hole. Red eyes gleam with eerie malevolence from the darkness. Alarming green sludge oozes from the drain. And masonry looks as though it may be from the Dark Ages. Looks as ancient as the building itself. Alright, let's talk to the homie, I guess.
Only initiates may enter the Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge? always obstacles to the path. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries. Applications are available at the post office. Postmaster Boyle disseminates them to the uninitiated. I do not sully my hands.
Then I just fill it out and return it to you, or what?
You may find it difficult to obtain an application. You will no doubt need to find some way to persuade Postmaster Boyle to give you one in the middle of the month, as it is against his rules. When you do, however, bring it to me, and if you are worthy, you will be put to the test.
Alright. So somehow I have to convince the postmaster. Okay, maybe we can go back and like talk to him. Figure out if there's a way that we can convince his bitch ass.
Sorry, son, no time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from...
Patient.
I certainly don't wish to discourage you from joining, young man. That's just what you should be striving for. But I can't break the...
Break rule.
Don't mumble, son. Can't I...
Fuck. Doesn't understand this old bastard.
Next time you post. Sorry, son. No... Next time you...
This bitch. Alright, well, looks like we're not gonna be able to convince him otherwise. Looks like we're going to the cemetery. Alright. I'm gonna save though. Just in case. Here lies Boxcar Willie. Air here reeks of fresh soil and manure. The headstone of this grave site reached Jonathan A. Rhinecliff. November 27, 1948, another unknown visitor. His tombstone is unmarked. Fuck! Yet another resting place amongst the graves. The marble doors have been sealed shut. The leaning sycamore is dead rotten, unstable for climbing or stringing nooses. Potsdam family crypt. Guess that's it. It's really just... It's really for the crypt, I guess. Oh, that was cool. My boy doing the what? He doing the walkie-talkie. Get the fuck out. Shady Oaks Mortuary. Professionally kept landscape. Hideous symbol stands out like a swastika or a flattened spider. Real. Looks like we're going in. Pair of comfortable looking sofas and sit in it. Schedule of this week's funerary events. Those dear to us who have passed recently, Jonathan A. Rhinecliff. Oh. These votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. Empty coat tree. Check out the other room. I see. On the counter sits a new tube of astro glue. This embodied organ, which was never meant to pump formaldehyde. There are organic things floating in the formaldehyde in these jars. The sort of things that make you want to look away before you can really see what they are, but your eyes won't oblige. Fans roaring blaze barely stir the stench-laden air. The messy remains of some poor soul. Oops, he spilled. Very nasty looking sink. A pair of bloody handprints are smeared across the glass.
Stephen,
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan,
Moynihan.
mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss of memory is of no
Well.
concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints
The
were
bake sale?
central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale.
Yeah.
I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds
He's
will
baking,
certainly help
human
cover
cake?
my losses.
Alright, bake
This
sale.
bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not
Well.
shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do.
They die.
Use
those
your
people?
common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
Well,
It
losses.
seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials
It's hard
as
to
well?
even listen when this
My losses to the
motherfucker
dead are
doing this
substantial.
bullshit in the background.
Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them.
No, we were
As
hotel.
owner of the only hotel in town, I do my best to accommodate any hobo who straggles into town, vacancies permitting.
Drop dead staying at your hotel.
I really don't recall. We get so many low-life dregs passing through here, I can't remember every little death that occurs.
Huh. Are there that many?
As I said, sliced open on a mortician's slab, every corpse looks the same. Red and juicy.
But surely you'd remember if these deaths were an unusual occurrence.
You sound like you're launching some sort of investigation, Stephen. That would be most unwise.
So definitely not. Oh, he looks mad.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
Alright, I guess he's chill. We're just gonna save. Hope that didn't fuck us. Check out this other shit. Rows and rows of empty wooden pews caked with the dust of indifference. Light from the light from this candelabra gleams unwholesomely pink and like the eyes of a horde of rats balancing on thin wires. Man, get on the podium. Small lectern for a priest. Look at this Grim Reaper ass motherfucker. A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other. Saint kneels before a shepherd, jubilantly terrified. Alright. The imprint of a head, buttocks, and sliding heels are scraped into the thick dust of the pew. Empty vessel of the dead. Alright. Shit. Well, not striking any luck this time. The Wayward Hotel. Guess we go visit his weird ass hotel. See, that shit's right there. Wait, there he is. Seems more spacious than it actually is. I picked up the ledger. How do I look at it?
Damn it.
Damn it.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab.
What the fuck?
I'd say it's been a pleasure.
Now let's dip. What ledger? Guess we'll hit the fire station.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Alright. The lovely shade of pink. The fence gleam with a fresh coat of white paint like clean-cut soldiers standing at attention defending truth, justice, and the American way. Okay. He's foaming from his barking chops. Fairy castle. A well-endowed nude man standing in the moonlight.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot. So, Steve,
That's tough, you don't
bet
even
you
get to
don't
see that
remember
part.
me. Heard about that short in the old wiring.
He's like licked his
I'm
lips or
Fire
whatever.
Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department. please. It's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking about art. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
Yeah, I don't know what's really going on with that transitioning and trying to get that shit going, but doesn't really seem like it's happening.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so ghost, Steve. It's beneath you. Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Ted to a crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nets clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire. A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly. Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight.
Real?
If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
I guess I should have figured when I talked to the other one. The gay? They only got gay people for the fire station or what? I don't want to go to the police station. Oh shit. Left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire. Shovel is sticking out of the building's ashes. Can I take it? At least the plumbing held up. Bro. Okay, we couldn't do shit with that. We're going to the police station. I know I'm so liked. Busy writing a bug report. Stars and Stripes forever. Let's go see what these pigs are doing. Ooh. Pot hisses at you from its perch. I don't like this already. It's led to many deaths. Empty file cabinet labeled solved cases. So none. It's labeled unsolved arson and it's full. There's an arsonist on the loose. Solved murders and it's full. And a murder on the loose. Doors are locked.
That's the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept locked at all times. There's things in there that could make people jump through hoops.
That's crazy.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here's Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along.
Everyone knows about my
amnesia. I sure hope this is just a prank.
That's crazy.
And not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
I suppose real. Why the fuck do they want to throw me in jail for?
Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
I've always been a
Yeah,
kidder,
so
I
everybody
guess.
keeps telling me.
Boy, you need to stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge.
I can't even join the lodge if I wanted to.
Amnesia or no, you can't have
Shit.
forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie
Prettiest
are
little
perfect for each other.
things.
I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
Radical. Look at the crime.
Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so we get the odd transient dropping dead. But other than that, it gets pretty slow around here.
Just the dead homeless people.
We get a lot of bums, drifters passing through Harvest. Those people are never very healthy to start with. I figure they come to our fair town, look around and decide it's a nice place to die.
You mean they drop dead here on a regular basis?
Like flies. I'd slap 'em all in jail if I could, but there's never enough room. Besides, they're pretty good about not sticking around long. Sure, it's a burden on Mr. Moynihan, though,
How the fuck?
having to bury them all. I only hope the PTA Lodge bake sale will help out along those
They're
lines.
harvesting for real. Harvesting these corpses. The lodge?
I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the Lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the
least
highest
it's
dream
all
of
local.
everyone in Harvest.
The military guy doesn't fuck with him.
Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boy.
I had and he doesn't.
Stop on by any time, Steve.
Well, we did do a lot of exploring. Get shot in the head quite a few times. I reckon it's as good as any run I'd like to say. But before we go, can't even get close to him. I can't fucking punch him. Well, looks like I avoid jail this time. I guess we'll have to end off right there. Cop don't give a damn about me. I don't give a damn about them. Oh, can't exit. Can't exit. Alright. Well, at least we didn't end it dead this time. But I just feel dead inside. But I guess we'll have to check out these last places. And if not, we'll have to see how we can get a fucking application from the post office. Someone's been snitching on me and talking about my amnesia, probably my mother. Shit, I don't know. Might have to look up a little guide to see how this goes, but got a few more stops, more or less. But yay. I'm gonna have to go to a place. Oh my god. The Indians too busy drinking and smoking and they ignore you. Jesus, okay, thanks. Silver Tucker with the yellow interior. I guess we're gonna end right here with the Indian in the background, so I'm gonna save. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this crazy show. And yay!